Pretty sure you can hear the purrs. It's Gertie this time that brought the purrs. Yes, it is. Hello and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. If you are new here, go ahead, click the live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself, set any requests for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to start things off with a beautiful crystal grid to support all of your requests and all of your well-being. Oh, cute little baby. If you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all of my social media and my email newsletter. So let's go ahead and say hi to everyone. Let Gertie keep on bringing them purrs for us. And lots of love to everybody out there. So let's go ahead and see who we have. Samantha, welcome in. And we've got Renee, Sister Sheba, Chris, Joanna, Goddess of Four. Hi, Goddess of Four. Good to see you. Still Not Still. Patty and Key. Grace, it's wonderful to see you. Let's see. Oh, I'm so happy to have y'all today. And let's see. Vivianite? Okay, cool. Yeah, I can grab a few of those for us. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to have to look them up for us again. But they were really, really beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, bringing all the good kitten love, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay. So we've got some Vivianite. We will get to that for two. Hey, Flower. I hope you're doing well. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Flower. Lots and lots of love. Lots and lots of love. I'll bring in some malachite for you. Okay. So let's start off with some peridot. I had that come in from an email request. Oh, let me switch over to the crystal grid. Hang on a moment. Awesome. So as usual, we are starting things out with our beautiful crystal grid. The mirror helps to reflect and deflect any negative energy. The copper spiral helps to break up any negative energy. And this is peridot. Peridot helps with breaking habits and limiting cycles. It also helps with relieving and helping us to release guilt, anger, jealousy. This supports the really good friendships, the friendships that help us to be the best version of ourselves. And also wonderful for all kinds of digestive disorders. So that is peridot. And for flower, I'm sorry that you're struggling with that. Let's bring you in some malachite. Malachite helps with arthritis, inflammation. It's thought to help with things like seizure activity, insomnia, and also processing really difficult emotions so that you can leave them behind. It's wonderful for depression and anxiety and also phobias. And of course, it's always a good time to do our reminder that I can only support so much of your general healing needs. Reiki and crystals, it supports everything. It harms nothing. Yet at the same time, it's not a replacement for anything else. I'm not an anti-science, anti-med person. I just think there's more out there than we currently understand. I take medicine. I take antidepressants. I'll fully admit it. I have no problem and no shame in it. You're free to set whatever boundaries you want around your healing and well-being. And I'm just here to support you in the limited ways that I can. So, yeah, I'm glad that you're here. And lots of love to you, Flower, and to your whole crew. And to Gertie, bringing us extra kitten love today. Okay, so lots of love, Flower. Okay, so usually I start from the top and I work my way down in requests, but I do bounce around sometimes. I will get to everyone's requests before we get into the healing. And, oop, big yawn. Big yawn. Okay. So let's see. I'm doing well, Grace. Thank you so much for asking. And it has been a long time since we've seen each other. Awesome. Grace intention is for heart healing, clear mind. Your mind is very jumbled today. And pain in your ankle and tendon. Gotcha. Okay, let's take care of those. So we'll bring in some dumortierite, howlite, clear mind, and heart healing. Clear mind. We have lots of good ones for that. And heart healing. Let's bring in some pink kunzite. Great for heart healing and for compassion in general. This can also help with not only healing the heart center, but attracting commitment-based love. It's wonderful for bouncing back after anesthesia. It's helpful for new moms and sleepless babies, and it's lovely for chemical sensitivities, neuralgia, and even balancing hormones. So let's go ahead and bring in pink kunzite. Definitely good at healing the heart and bringing in even more opportunities for love. For clarity of mind, let's dive in with some black and white agate. This helps with perception and logic, as well as gaining lots of intuition from our guides. It's wonderful for like integrating both of those things as well. This also helps with clearing and stabilizing the mind so that you can really focus on what's important, and also helps with financial stability, especially after any kind of big setback. Lovely for new beginnings, shifts in perspective, endurance, and anything around the concept of like endings and beginnings. If you're getting a lot of like either the Death card or the Fool in your tarot readings, black and white banded agate can be really helpful. So there we go. I'm also going to turn down this light just a bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. Now I'm not reflecting into your eyes. For tendons and ligaments, dumortierite is really helpful. So this one's wonderful too for standing up for yourself and for improving any kind of situation that seems beyond hope. This can help with tidiness as well as releasing anger, resentment, and frustration. And again, that is dumortierite. It also helps with Uranus transits in your chart. So there's dumortierite. And for your ankle, for the joint itself, let's bring in some howlite. Howlite is helpful for the joints and the bones, whether for bone density or pain. Also really helpful when it comes to things like acute and chronic joint pain, joint injuries. So we'll bring this in. On an emotional level, this can be really helpful for anger, resentment, and frustration, helping us to kind of ground those energies so we can make some decisions moving forward. Those feelings are not bad. They are motivators, big motivators for big change, but they can be a bit volatile. This can help take the volatility out so that you can do some planning. So that's howlite. I hope that helps, Grace. Good to see you. Oh, another yawn. Oh. I did a bunch of tarot readings today for clients, and the more tarot I read, it's like an energy thing. I yawn. It just helps move the energy, and it's still a-going. I'm going to go ahead and bring in a few of Chris's requests and then come back for some more. So let's bring in some rhodochrosite, leopard skin. Rhodochrosite, leopard skin, selenite, Super 7, moonstone, And carnelian. Let's start with that. So carnelian is the stone of the sacral chakra. That is relationships and how we relate to one another. It's also more closely in our personal, like interpersonal relationships. This is a stone that can be exceptionally helpful in attracting a soulmate-based relationship, and it's also helpful with sexuality, sensuality, romance, also creativity. On a physical level, this can help colds, allergies, and even wound healing. So that is carnelian. Super 7 helps with calling in all of the intuitive guidance. It really helps to support intuition regardless of how you connect to your guides and to spirit. It also helps with working towards our larger plans, our larger goals in life. It's wonderful for strengthening our aura or energy field, and it can be helpful for healing the earth as well as healing past life influences and karmic things. It's wonderful too for inner peace and harmony. So that is Super 7. Rhodochrosite helps with healing maternal types of wounds. So mother and child healing. Also helps with telepathy and journeying, as well as the heart and circulation, asthma, and stress headaches. So we'll go ahead and we will bring in rhodochrosite. Leopard skin jasper is really helpful when it comes to the wellness and healing of our animal companions, as well as anything impacting the skin, coordination, and balance. Also helpful for attracting a soulmate. So we will go ahead and bring that in. This can also help you to connect with your animal guides and guardians. So that is leopard skin jasper. Moonstone is lovely for connecting to the natural cycles, rhythms, and patterns in the earth and in nature, especially, of course, the lunar cycles. If you do any kind of full moon or new moon magic workings, this is lovely to work with. Also helps with boosting our intuition and our connection to the divine feminine. It's protective of women as well as travelers, lovely for accepting divine timing, as well as opening up to ancient wisdom in spiritual practices and in healing methods. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. Let's go ahead and bring that in underneath our beautiful leopard skin jasper. I always feel that Moonstone is very connected with the tarot card, the High Priestess. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's tidy up, because if we start the grid nice and even, we're in better shape. There we go. And selenite. This helps us to clear energy fields, including our own. We can also put this in like an entryway or doorway or any place in a room or on an altar where we want to keep the energy clear. You can also put your crystals on selenite, and this will help cleanse them. Just put your crystals on or near this for at least a few hours and it'll do its work. Just make sure you keep selenite out of the water. So that is selenite. And I will come back for the rest of your requests. Lots of love to you and Ava. And lots of love to you in general, hun. Reach out if you need to talk. It's all good. I'm here. And awesome. Let's see who else has popped in. Hello again, Samantha. Oh, you're due for a reading too? I think we all are. Catherine. Good to see you. Do pearls cost much? They can. They really run the gamut. I have a friend in the jewelry industry who she specializes in pearls, and I can see if she's got any that wouldn't be appropriate for like what she does, like kind of like maybe ones that are broken, maybe ones that are like not quite the right color, things like that, that are still perfect for our purposes. And for that, I could see if I could get my hands on some. So let me see. But you might be able to find some online that are fairly affordable. I've honestly never looked, but I will see what I can do. And Goddess of Four, that's really interesting to know. That's really interesting to know. Thank you. Oh, the yawning of the tarot readings. Lots of love to you, Flower. Samantha, good to see you. Let's bring in a few of the requests that Patty and Key had. Awesome. Let's bring in Jade. Galena. Tree Agate. Hydro. Smoky. Septarian. Let's start there. So Septarian helps with emotional maturity and emotional growth. And it's wonderful for doing any kind of shadow work, any work where we're looking deep within to see things that we can possibly work away. This also helps with skin wounds as well as muscle pain and even spasms. Really helpful for the solar plexus chakra, which is the center of self and personal identity. So we'll go ahead and bring that in. Let's go ahead. It'll probably be out here somewhere. So that is Septarian. Jade is sacred in China and throughout China and much of Southeast Asia. It's also sacred to the Mayans. This is nephrite jade. So jade helps with peace of body, mind, and spirit, as well as resourcefulness, confidence. It helps with grounding stress and also with empowerment and prioritizing yourself when needed. This helps to shift luck for the positive, bringing in lots of good fortune all around, but really helpful for making your dreams a reality and creating the achievements that you've set out to work on and making your goals achievable. There we go. So that is jade. Galena has a considerable amount of lead in it, so do be careful with it. Galena helps with energy protection, grounding, and centering, and it can bring a lot of insight as to physical healing and the roots of what's going on in your body. This can help with boils, cysts, acne, as well as healing of the veins, and it's thought to have some connection to the sense of smell as well. Helpful for hair growth and regrowth and for mental and emotional transformations. It's lovely for any kind of Saturn transits in your chart. It's also helpful with winnings of finances and winnings of money, as well as the return of anything that is lost or stolen. So that is Galena. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda. That's the sister science to yoga. And this helps to bring balance, body, mind, and spirit in a very powerful way. The different doshas or body types, this is thought to help harmonize those. So no matter what's needed to release one or bring in more of the other, this is thought helpful to hold that space throughout the energy field. It's wonderful for calming the emotional nerves as well as the physical nerves, and it helps to dissolve ego and cultivate inner peace, while also helping to notice, heal, and move on from negative habits and patterns. So we will go ahead and bring in tree agate. Anhydro is a general term that goes to any stone that has water trapped within it, like the crystal's actually formed around water. And this one, it's very hard to see on camera, but it is actually facing the top right here. You might see a little circle. This helps with fluid imbalance, and it also helps with releasing destructive emotional patterns. Very helpful for determining credibility both of people and of information, as well as healing the past and gaining information about the past where needed, learning about your genealogical roots, and helpful too for keeping amicable ties with folks that are pretty difficult to get along with. So that is anhydro. Smoky quartz helps with transmuting, changing energy for the better. Lovely for calming worry, and it's also been used since at least the Middle Ages to protect property against theft. Helpful too for hope in uncertain times, for chronic pain, and for physical flexibility, as well as flexibility of the mind and expanding the mind. Maybe not, if you're looking to shift some perspective, smoky quartz is really helpful with that. So it's wonderful too for breaking through energy blockages. So that is smoky quartz. Let's go ahead and do, there we go. And we'll just put a couple more in the center because why not? Okay. And I'll grab one more too. I'll grab Amazonite. Amazonite is great for self-care and self-respect. My perfect and favorite stone to give to nurses, people that need to remember themselves and their own needs. Helpful too for luck and winnings. Wonderful for calming the spine as well as the spinal nerves. So things like sciatica, back pain, and any kind of painful nerve conditions, Amazonite is thought helpful. It's also just something great for respecting yourself when you need a little bit of an extra boost in that regard. So that is Amazonite. There we go. Awesome. And I'll come back for the rest of your requests for sure. So let's see who else is on next. Hey Vic, long time no see. Oh, gotcha. So Joanna, that's a great question. So what's the difference between leopard skin jasper and Dalmatian jasper? They seem so similar. There are some similarities. So leopard skin jasper helps with things that impact the skin. It helps with supporting our animal companions and connecting with our animal guides and guardians. Also helpful for balance, like physical balance, like vertigo type stuff. And for attracting a soulmate. And while I'm answering, I'm just going to go ahead and bring in some Dalmatian jasper. Dalmatian jasper has quite a bit of black tourmaline in it. That's what gives it its like spots there. Black tourmaline helps with repelling negative energy, keeping it at bay. And going through a jasper like this, it basically deep cleans the energy field, so it can help break up really stuck energy. It can help to leave behind any kind of past feelings about something, jadedness and feeling sort of cynical. Like if you're looking to kind of clear the slate with someone or some organization, this can help clear away the past and lay a foundation for moving forward on better terms. It's also helpful for just generally keeping your energy clear and for digestive issues too. Wonderful for things like IBS and Crohn's. It's thought to help just kind of like release things from the digestive tract. So I hope that helps too. Oh, and it helps too with composure, as well as just like letting go of those past interactions. And like if someone's really made changes in their life, but when you're around them, you still really feel like you're holding on to the past, this can help you clear that slate. So that's Dalmatian jasper. So I hope that helps, and I hope that answers your question. Okay. Alana, I hope you're well. And for Goddess of Four, weight loss, fast money, decluttering, and more energy. Weight loss, fast money, decluttering, and more energy. Let's start with some Bumblebee Jasper. So Bumblebee Jasper is great for boosting that energy and that vitality, as well as mental focus, as well as motivation, making you want to dive in and get things done. This is a great one for collaborative and group work, as well as empowering manifestation. Helps to balance yin and yang energies, and it's great for decision making too. So if you need a boost of confidence, if you need some positivity, if you need some extra energy, this is a great stone. Bumblebee Jasper does have large amounts of arsenic and sulfur, so do be careful. So that is Bumblebee Jasper. For decluttering, actually, Dumortierite is really helpful for that, as is garnet. Garnet helps with organization, as well as creativity and courage and practicality. This is one that helps you to find the best way to get something done, to sort of take a new look or approach at something and refine it for the better. So if you're looking for better ways to organize your home, or if you're looking for a better way to set up a kitchen or part of your kitchen or anything like that, this can be very, very helpful. Also helps with finding balance and strength in times of change. Lapis can also be helpful. It's a lovely stone of definitely organization, as well as boosting your sense of personal responsibility. It helps with vertigo and hearing loss, as well as career improvement. I think I also mentioned personal responsibility, but it's good too for open, honest communication, as well as pain and inflammation. So that is lapis. Okay. For fast money, let's bring in some red tiger eye. Oh, I see a little someone making a little nest in a blanket underneath the desk. So red tiger eye helps with calling in financial abundance in a hurry, and it's wonderful for protection. Spiritual protection in a big way, and also mundane. People who would pick on you, gaslight you, triangulate you, any kind of bullying, mean girl type energy, this really keeps it at bay. Excellent to have in really toxic work environments, or even like for certain types of family dynamics, anything like that. It's a good one to kind of send kids to school with too. So that is red tiger eye. Blue apatite is helpful for weight loss, as well as if your intentions are around weight gain or just better relationships with food. However you are relating to food, if you're looking to improve that, whether it's a shift in what you eat or the place that food holds in your life or the purposes it serves, this can be really supportive regardless of what that looks like in your individual life at this point in time. It's also really helpful for strengthening your energy field and for bringing in lots of harmony and inner peace. Helpful too for learning about our soul's purpose while giving us the courage to embrace it and walk it. So that is blue apatite. And I hope that helps, Goddess of Four. Lots of love to you and your family. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you're welcome, Joanna. I'm glad that was helpful. That was a great question. Joanna, those are some cool ones. Creativity, spiritual, monetary infusion. Please and thank you. You're absolutely welcome. Creativity, we've got some good ones. Let's bring in some azurite. That'll also bring in some spiritual fun and some citrine. Yeah, let's bring those in. Citrine helps with financial abundance and also for the things we need in life to survive and thrive. Like if you need a car in your life. I happen to live in a city and I'm lucky enough where I don't, but that's a need for many people in my country that you have to have one. All the things you need to survive and thrive, especially finances, this will help you call them in. Also helps to balance logic and intuition, which is an underrated balance. Helps too with nausea, fibromyalgia pain, addictions, compulsions, and helps with making good financial decisions. So if you're thinking about, what do I do with that, tax refund? What do I do with this little bit of money that I have left over, or this lot of bit of money that I have over there? This will help you make good choices there. And azurite, this helps with creativity as well as intuition, insight, and even connecting with our guides and learning from them through the exchange. Helps with relieving indecision, worry, and with breaking down blockages and obstacles in our energy field and in our life, and helps too with calming and quieting the mind, especially if you struggle with that during meditation, journey work, anything like that. Wonderful too for spinal alignment, muscle spasms, and uncontrolled movements like tics. So that is azurite. There you go. And cool. Awesome. I think we got them all. Awesome. Thank you so much, Joanna. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Sister Sheba says, greetings all. Ditto on all those stones above. I'm going to go ahead and bring in rutilated quartz because I know you often request it. So rutilated quartz is clear quartz with these rutils. You might see what looks like almost like a fuzziness or like hair inside that clear quartz. Those are rutils. Those are thought to direct energy. So this is thought to bring mental focus and to direct energy to help heighten into intentions, really. So this is also thought of as a lovely talisman for anyone who is going through any kind of cancer treatment, because it's got that boost of energy, especially when you're really run down or tired or you've just been going through a lot, along with may all of those treatments you're getting, may they go to exactly where they're most helpful in the body to do what they need to do. So this has long been considered like a good stone to give in those cases. So that is rutilated quartz. It's also just good for focus in general, like focusing the mind, especially if you don't know what things you need to focus on first. If you have a lot of tasks, this can help you refine that list and prioritize a little better too. It's great for that. So good to see you, Sister Sheba. I hope you're well. So much love, Chris. I'm also going to bring in labradorite and amber. Labradorite is lovely for sleep. This one can really help you sleep. It can also help considerably, really, when it comes to clarity in our intuition. This is great for workplace harmony, calming down disputes, for fine attention to detail, like research and study. If you're looking for patterns or errors in a lot of data, labradorite can be helpful. Also helpful for enjoying travel. So that is labradorite. And amber can actually help with Joanna's request as well. So amber is more or less fossilized tree sap. And this is a lovely stone that helps to soften rigid attitudes and beliefs, and it's very supportive for seasonal affective disorder as well as depression. Helps too with creativity, tooth pain, and teething, emotional blocks, releasing negativity, and for any kind of mental health issues. This can really bring a lot of support. Also great for luck and protection. So that is amber. Okay, there we go. And I hope that that helps. Oh, that's beautiful. Blessings for all who are in pain, grief, or suffering chronic illness. Absolutely. Really beautiful. Greetings and salutations from Florida, where the bugs never stop biting you. Oof. Okay, and you had mentioned Vivianite, which I do have here. I haven't reflected on it and written my own definition of it just yet, so I'm going to look it up again. So just bear with me. Where did all the piles of my books go? I might have to. They might be in the other room or under Gertie. Let's see if it's in here. Nope. Yeah, it looks like all my crystal books are across the room. That's where they are. So let's see. We may have to beseech the Google. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I would rather grab my books. I will be right back. I'm sorry, Miss Hattie. I will be right back. Okay. Okay, so pardon me. I'm just going to go grab my books. Hang on one moment. Aha! Okay, I'm back. All right, let's get back to the grid. Okay, wonderful. So Vivianite. Okay. So I am reading to you from Love is in the Earth, A Kaleidoscope of Crystals by Melody, which is long out of print. And Vivianite. The energy of this mineral tends to convey both love and inspiration for life. It produces a glowing and pulsating beauty to the user. It has been used in the study of serology or crop markings, bringing information concerning people and methods. It can also provide details concerning interrelationships, which were awakened during the time of construction. Good for goal setting and attainment of goals. Assists one in recognizing an optimistic goal may always be achieved over the obstacles of reality and the reflections of memory. It further assists one in specific delineation of intent, bringing right-mindedness and knowledge of and clarity of the path. Used to increase the assimilation of iron, to decrease the presence of free radicals in the body, and to assist in the alignment of the spine and to treat degeneration of the iris of the eye. And there is a caution in here not to use it directly in water to make infusions. I'll have to do some research to see what's in it that's particularly harmful. As y'all know, I don't suggest doing any direct water infusions, but I'll see what's in it on a more earthy level ASAP. But that is Vivianite. Okay, cool. It is really cool. I was actually in Reading Terminal Market in Philadelphia, where I ran into the beautiful Fiad Luna. And I had just purchased these because I just looked at them and I just said they have to be there for community distance Reiki. They're meant to be with us. So I snagged them and didn't know what they meant, but now we know a little bit more. So that is Vivianite. Ooh, how pretty. There we go. Love it. Awesome. Thank you so much for requesting that. And it's good to see you, Renee. Okay. Samantha, good vibes to all. Good to see you. Healing for your mom's allergies and to creative energies, protection for mom's car and house. Angel healing for you, mom, stepdad, and dog. Love it. So let's definitely do allergies. We'll bring in some rhodonite. Creativity is always a pretty common one of ours. And we've got a couple of good creativity stones between azurite, carnelian, and amber. Let's see, we've got protection for mom's car. Let's do some protection. Yeah, we'll bring in some tiger iron for creativity. Angel healing. Let's bring in angelite and celestite. Usually I would bring in smoky quartz for protection of a car, but I'm trying to think what else can do. We have red tiger eye there that's very protective. Let's also bring in jet. Okay. So tiger iron helps with creativity. And by the way, tiger iron is tiger eye that contains within it hematite as well as sometimes red jasper. So this is very protective. Oh, that's why the lighting looks off. There we go. That's better. This also helps with relieving fatigue, boosting energy, clearing and restoring the energy. It helps with emotional balance, clarity of thought, and it helps with boundaries too, not taking on the troubles and difficulties of others. It's helpful for nervous kids and nervous animals, so it'll definitely help your dog. And it helps with the solar plexus and the root. So solar plexus is your center of self. Root chakra is basic needs, primal urges, fight or flight. So that's tiger iron. Jet is very protective, whether it's like the evil eye or something paranormal. Also very helpful for the precipice and doorway between life and death, like hospice type situations. Helpful too for grief, processing really deep, difficult grief. This is wood that's been fossilized very quickly through usually volcanic activity. Like it's a living tree and now it's a stone due to that heat. So it's very protective and it's also very healing for grief. So that is jet. Rhodonite is very helpful when it comes to allergies and largely autoimmune everything. So whether it's allergies to, hay fever and things, any kind of allergies, as well as the lungs and asthma, anything autoimmune. Wonderful too for healing the broken heart, so you can open your heart to love again. It's great for healing any kind of insecurities, along with the healing of past emotional abuse. Lovely too for the balance of yin and yang in the body. So we'll bring that in. Another good one for allergies as well as colds is carnelian. Angelite, it helps with, as the name would suggest, everything connecting to our angels, connecting to them, feeling their presence around us, and setting an intention to better hear and engage with them as well. It provides a ton of protection, like high-level spiritual protection, and it helps you to feel connected with Source, as well as enhances our experience during sound healing. So that is Angelite. Celestite is a very angelic stone as well. This helps us to connect with our angels and our higher self, as well as our guides, and also assists with discernment. Those times where we can't tell if it's a worry or a fear or an intuition or past trauma cropping up, this can help kind of hone in on what really is causing that feeling to pop up. Lovely too for just feeling connected to Source in general. And also all manner of physical pain. It helps to focus on the interconnectedness to spirit. Here we go. And the interconnectedness of everyone and everything. So there we go. Okay, so I hope that helps, Sam. Lots of love to you and your family and your dog. Catherine, something for headache and getting this novel to the point that you want it. Got it. So let's do, and I believe I saw Vic looking for female issues. Yeah, so I've got one that will definitely help both. Gotcha. So let's do pink tourmaline. And one of these came in intuitively for you, and the other I kind of picked. Sodalite can be really helpful when it comes to writing and expression. So that can help you to kind of check in with like seeing that your voice and what you want to express and what you're writing is truly coming through. It helps too with relieving menopause symptoms, coming to terms with aging, and with grounding impulses, as well as homesickness. But when it comes to expression and getting out what's important, it's not just writing and words. It's also things performed, acted, sung. It really helps to take the message and get it out. But when it comes to things like right now we're in Mercury retrograde, that's one that can help you with those conversations externally where you're trying to communicate with someone and you want to be clear in your expression. So that's sodalite. The other I want to bring in is tiger eye. And the one word that stuck out to me when I was picking this for you was big picture, like seeing the larger picture. And I know you've been doing a lot of the proofreading, which is like fine detail. This is like bigger picture, so maybe that's helpful for you. It also helps with bolstering courage, strength, balance. It's good for research and study, so if you're going through line by line, it'll still very much help with that. It gives us like that big picture entrepreneurial kind of bent of what am I really trying to do and how does it tie into everything else, which might give you a good way to kind of look at the material. But yeah, lots of strength and balance, big picture thinking. So that's tiger eye. Tiger eye is also very protective on a spiritual level and physical level. Very grounding, very focusing. So that's tiger eye. And pink tourmaline. This helps with all matter of lady problems, every kind of gynecologic issue, from endometriosis to painful menses to fertility to all of it. This can be exceptionally helpful. It's also wonderful for headaches and migraines, as well as mom and baby bonding, spinal injuries, hormones, especially things like puberty, as well as dispelling a negative self-image so that you can replace it with something more positive. So that is pink tourmaline. So I hope that helps. Lots of love. Oh, honey, you can't sit on the computer tower. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have? I hope that helps. Have a good night, Catherine. Awesome. Okay. Also for Samantha, car healing, stepdad's car. Job loss for you. Oh no. Past life regression, hormonal balance. Hormonal balance, definitely pink tourmaline, which I just put in. Neck TMJ pain being more. Definitely neck and TMJ, definitely howlite, and definitely lapis for sure for that. And this is a good pain stone, is malachite. Let's bring in tourmalinated quartz. This one can help with a lot of older patterns, breaking up old stuck energy. This is black tourmaline, which helps to repel negative energy. And just like it went through the Dalmatian jasper, this is going through any other kind of quartz. So it breaks up that old stuck energy, including nervous energy and releasing like old patterns from childhood. It helps too with breaking up scars and lesions and blockages within the body and the energy field, as well as bringing in new jobs, new gigs, new revenue streams. Helps too with protection of travelers, especially by car, so that might extend to your father, and for good fortune and good luck. So that is tourmalinated quartz. Okay, awesome. So I hope that helps. Also, Amazonite is definitely one that'll help with the neck pain. And past life regression stuff. We've got Lemurian quartz. This one can be really helpful. So blue mist Lemurian quartz helps with healing the past and childhood stuff, as well as past lives. It helps to relieve the emotional pain of the past too. It's wonderful for spiritual learning, learning about yourself so that you can move forward with those lessons and use them again. And it also helps with just your overall healing journey and staying the course. So that is Lemurian Quartz, Blue Mist Lemurian Quartz. Okay, so I hope that helps. Reiki for mental health spirals. Got it. Lepidolite. And you're welcome, Alana. So amber is in there, and I definitely would have grabbed that one. And I'm going to bring in lepidolite, which is lithium mica. And this helps with calming and soothing, understanding the emotions. And it also helps to notice patterns and things that we can let go of. Helps too with discernment as well as everything with mental health, especially if it's something around like obsessive thoughts, codependency, addiction, those kinds of themes, but really anything to do with mental health. Also helps with addiction. It's thought to help with healthy joints and even weight loss. Lepidolite has lithium in it. And we were having a wonderful conversation with Jennifer Vatsa last night about not taking it internally. It is a prescription medication, actually, for reasons. It has been since like the 1940s. It can be very effective, and it's like anything, it's not neutral. There's positive and negative in everything, and this can also have paradoxical effects. So one to carry with you, and no matter how many people on YouTube and TikTok try to tell you to put it into water and drink it, don't do that. Don't do that. If you want to work with it as what it is, you also need to get certain levels checked in your blood and things. So yeah, if you want to work with it, work with a medical doctor who would prescribe it, not just as a stone. So yeah, or carry it around with you. So I hope that helps, Alana. Lots of love to you. I hope everything's going well. Skin issues, definitely leopard skin jasper helps with skin issues. And let's see what else we can bring in for that. And energy in general, and sinuses. Green kyanite. So let's bring these in. Green kyanite will help with the sinuses for sure. Green kyanite also helps us to connect with the spirit of nature. It helps to balance our mundane life with our spiritual life. Really helpful for everything from asthma to allergies to colds, sinuses, the heart, chest, throat, lungs, all of that stuff. And yeah, let's go ahead. Wisdom through intuition as well. So we'll bring that in. I also hope the rhodonite and carnelian help if it's allergy related. Okay. For skin, I've got two for us. One is mahogany obsidian, and in addition to skin healing, this can help with releasing anger and any need for approval. It helps with carpal tunnel, tooth pain, and the gums, and can be wonderful for physical energy like you requested, as well as just physical strength too. It helps too with meeting goals and letting go of perfectionism. So this can help you let go of like, it has to be perfect or it's nothing kind of mentality. I don't know, but this might actually help Catherine too. But yeah, this can be lovely for anyone that needs to try to let go of feeling like they need validation from others to move on. Like everyone loves a little validation here and there because, I mean, it's nice to know that we're on the right track in a way. But if you feel like you can't move on without that validation, mahogany obsidian is an incredible stone to work with, but it's good for skin too. And serpentine is good for skin. Definitely good for skin, especially if it has to do with rashes and eczema, but not only those. Helps too with muscle weakness. It's thought to support folks with dementia as well as those who love and care for and about them. Helpful for calcium and magnesium deficiency, as well as those who struggle to maintain healthy blood sugar, whether it's diabetes or hyperglycemia. It's also used by many for trance meditations. So let's go ahead and bring this in. So serpentine. Cool. So I hope that helps, Vic. It's wonderful to see you. Ooh, someone's barbecuing outside and like that fire pit kind of smell. I love that smell. Oh, Sister Shiva, I'm glad you learned so much here. Thank you. Joanna, you're learning too. Flower, you too. Renee, Hattie, please forgive me disturbing your nap. It's okay. I'll give her extra cuddles later. Joanna, you love listening to the previous sessions in the background during the day, like you're subconsciously learning the meanings of the crystals and then getting Reiki. Thank you, Joanna. I really appreciate that. Bliss Brain, welcome in. Feel free to make any requests. And it looks like my, there we go. Yeah, it looks like my chat in OBS isn't completely updating. So let me just pull up my other screen here. Ah, Godzilla Tyson. Super grief. Yeah, let's see what we can do with that. Hey, Lila Ray, good to see you. Best to you too. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you, Chris, for the gratitudes. So manifestation quartz for Lila Ray and for super grief, Godzilla, you got it. We have one in here that's superb for grief called Jet. It's excellent for grief. Another one is Black Onyx. Black Onyx helps not only grief, but also grounding fear and anxiety. It helps with spiritual protection, connection with our ancestors, as well as releasing self-doubt, boosting our self-esteem. So that is Black Onyx. That's one of my more favorite stones for grief. Any kind of onyx will help for grief. There we go. Manifestation quartz is exactly what it sounds like. It's almost like a birthday candle, you know, like you make the wish. But this, everyone can put all of their intentions into for what they're manifesting, looking to call into their life. So go ahead and do that. I will put this manifestation quartz right here. There we go. Okay. So I hope that that helps. Oh, you're so welcome, Godzilla. Yeah, I'm here 5 times a week. You're always welcome. Let's see. And I know I skipped a couple of requests here too. Yeah, let's go ahead back. If I skipped anyone, go ahead and re-enter it. I'm going to go ahead and get the ones I left out from Patty and Key and Chris. So let's grab some, ruby. Ruby and sapphire for sure. Green aventurine. And desert rose selenite. That's another one that'll help all of our animals. Peridot is in there. Selenite's in there. Sugilite. Epidote, zoisite, bloodstone, fluorite. Okay. So desert rose selenite helps to support the wellness and well-being of our animals, as well as to boost men's health and healing. Helpful too for real estate transactions and anything having to do with property deals, as well as finding a place to live, whether you're renting or owning. Helpful for making big life changes through consistent effort and to redefine ourselves after any kind of big change or great loss. It's helpful for relieving upset stomach, and this is another one that can help the skin too. This helps fight acne and eczema. Can relieve an upset stomach as well. So that is desert rose selenite. Sugilite is a wonderful stone of like world peace. This helps to bring us in alignment with unity consciousness, the enlightenment, the awareness that we are all interconnected and interlinked, and that what we put out into the universe, we put into ourselves. What we take from the universe, we take from ourselves. We are all one, and helps us to see others as brothers and sisters rather than adversaries. So that is sugilite. Aventurine, specifically green aventurine, helps to boost the sense of what we're capable of and what we can do. This is lovely if you're someone who lacks confidence and you feel like I could never learn that, I could never do that. This can help that. It also helps to relieve allergies as well as eye problems, and it's thought to help with fertility as well as heart rhythms. So that is green aventurine. That's one of my favorite stones to recommend to folks who are tech phobic. Like, I can never learn this. Like, I bet you can. Here's a little confidence. Let's work on it. Bloodstone, which also goes by the name heliotrope. I like to think of it as an emotional stuff hits the fan stone, if you know what I mean. It's when things are so emotionally devastating, it kind of shakes the ground underneath you. This can really help the heart center as well as the root. It helps to lift despair, give a lot of emotional perseverance. It relieves self-doubt, and it also helps quiet a racing mind, especially if you're doing meditation or spiritual work and you find that you just kind of can't be present. Bloodstone, heliotrope, great stone for that too. So we will bring this in. Ruby is deeply empowering. It helps to give us the courage to be exactly who we are and lends tons of leadership skills. Helpful too for fibromyalgia, love, fertility, releasing fear, and stopping nightmares. This can help you to cultivate a sense of financial stability when it's really difficult, and also helps us to make good financial decisions. So that is ruby. Beautiful ruby. There we go. Sapphire is very helpful for connection to our, to our angels. And it's lovely for anyone that does channeling or mediumship work. This can help strengthen the connection in that channel. It's also helpful for envisioning a positive outcome in times of change. And it's wonderful for the thyroid, eyes, and ears, as well as dementia, those who struggle with it, as well as those who care for and about them. So that is sapphire. Fluorite is lovely for helping us remain the eye of the storm. When there's things going on like chaos all around us that we just cannot control, this is one that helps us to sort of come into a place of centering and be present, even though everything else around us is raging. It's great for getting by in really chaotic work environments or life situations. It helps to bring in a lot of relaxation, and it's especially helpful for like new moms and newborn babies to help them like kind of ground the fury that is birth. So that is fluorite. Epidote helps us with healing from illness and injury. It supports the brain. A lot of folks do suggest that it's helpful for things like Parkinson's. I find it incredibly helpful for our self-talk, the way that we speak to ourselves. If you speak down to yourself, if you yell at yourself, Epidote can help break that habit. It helped me so much with that. I did so much healing with this stone during the beginning of the COVID lockdowns. So helpful for me. So grateful for it. It also helps the nervous system, the skin, and helps us with connection to the fairy realm. So that's Epidote. There we go. And zoisite. This one helps with fertility, seasonal affective disorder, and with encouraging us to start to take some bites at the bigger work sandwich. If you feel like you look at the to-do list and you just get kind of paralyzed and can't do any of it and you procrastinate, zoisite's a lovely remedy. I struggle with that, and this is something I find really helpful there. It also helps to kind of not only face those things, but face your challenges, your setbacks, and your roadblocks too. So that is zoisite. So let's go ahead and see. We'll put one here and one here. So that's zoisite. And chevron amethyst. Oh, look at you. You're back. Want to say hi to everybody? Welcome back, little Hattie. Oh, yeah, you know what time it almost is. Chevron amethyst is helpful for taking our messages up to spirit. Really, really helpful for manifesting. It helps to relieve pain and tension, and it's great for any kind of degenerative disease like MS. Helpful too for tolerance of others, channeling, clairvoyance, shamanic journeying, any kind of visionary work. This can really help you to connect that two-way street to spirit. So let's put that one here and here. Also going to put this here, here, and I'm going to place these. We will find a place. I will find two more that I want to put in. So let's see. Does Desert Rose need clearing? Hey, Patty, welcome back. Does Desert Rose need clearing? As a selenite, a lot of folks would say no, but every once in a while, I kind of put everything on selenite or over salt just to let it chill. Another way to clear energy of stones Hattie is super interested. Not all stones do well in direct contact with salt, especially galena and malachite, but it can be really hard to keep track. So this is actually what I use underneath the crystals that go in the grid. It's This is a pencil box that I got just at a craft store. I have a whole bunch of them. And it's filled with Epsom salt, sea salt, and rosemary. Those two salts help to wick away energy that's not helpful. And I just put the stones that I'm clearing right on top of this box, or I slide them underneath the row of crystals where I store all the crystals that are now in the grid, so that they're consistently keeping them clear all the time. And every so often I return this salt to the water and replenish it when it just feels like it's maybe not doing its thing. So another way to work with that is to even take an old sock and put some Epsom salt, sea salt, or both in it and tie it shut and just put that near your crystals. That'll do in a pinch as well. You can use little shot glasses of sea salt and Epsom salt. My cats would knock that over in a heartbeat, but there's lots of ways to do it in a decorative way. So I hope that that helps. Awesome. So I think we are good. So we are getting to that point in the evening where we're going to go ahead and transition into the Reiki session. So those of you who've been here before, you know what to do. Go ahead and think of the things you're grateful for and go ahead and enter them in the chat. The energy of gratitude lifts energy quicker than anything else you could possibly think of. So simply go ahead into that chat, type on in what you're grateful for. That'll lift the energy of where you're at. And because we're all interconnected, all of our energy. I'll quickly explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and then we will dive into a beautiful healing session for you over this lovely healing grid that all of you inspired, and thank you for doing so. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of zhuzh a little bit here. And I wanted to add 2 more stones. Aha. Let's see. I know. Let's add 2 chrysoprase. Chrysoprase helps with meeting and completing goals, especially after any kind of setback, after any kind of pivot, if things didn't work out the way we wanted to, and it's sort of a now what moment. It helps you to do that redefining. It helps you to pick up the pieces and then keep going, especially if it has to do with career or soul purpose, life purpose. It's also wonderful for overcoming disappointments. So that is, and follow through, lots of follow through. So that is chrysoprase. And I'm just gonna tidy us up a little bit. Kind of even this out. There we go. I think we're looking okay. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. So here we go. Let's discuss what is Reiki. Oh yeah, grateful for the birds. Absolutely. So if you missed the beginning of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you enjoy things like crystals and Reiki, I'm here 5 times a week hosting this beautiful thing with all of you. So go ahead and look in the description to see all the regular days and times, or consider going ahead and subscribing with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. Also, go ahead and hit that like button if you're enjoying your time here. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to learn more about scheduling a one-on-one healing session or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all my social media and my email newsletter. It's all there for you. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less a catch-all word for energy healing in the West, but specifically I work with Usui Reiki. This method was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan during a time where teaching anything that could even be misattributed to a religion strictly forbidden and really big consequences. That being said, this is a very secular yet very spiritual practice. And I think that's why we love it in the West. So the concept of energy at the foundation of this practice comes to us from Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan. And in that system, it's thought that everyone and everything is interconnected and inextricably linked. And that when that interconnectedness happens, spirit, however you define it, provides this beautiful, soul-affirming life energy that helps our body, mind, and spirit to come into balance and stay in balance for optimal well-being. This is our day-to-day resilience and healing. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy which is already flowing through you and me and everyone and everything. And I'll essentially be directing more of it to you, allowing your body, mind, and spirit to put it to the greatest use for you right here and now. If you're wondering, like, oh, how do I connect with the energy? Well, you just need to be open to it. And by being here, you already are. So you're doing all you need to do. I generally suggest that you find a nice comfy place to sit or lay down. You can close your eyes. But if you want to integrate this time with something else that feels meaningful to you, like yoga or journaling or music or some cards or creativity, absolutely encouraged. There is no wrong way to enjoy this session. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You can do those things if you want to, but all that you need to do is just simply be. If at any point in time you feel like you get distracted, or if you'd like to go a little deeper into your session, just take a deep breath in and out, and that'll bring you right back in. As I'm sending this Reiki, you may feel some physical sensations, some emotions may come up or get released, and mentally you may get some clarity, some ability to think some things through a little bit more clearly, maybe that you've been struggling with. And as far as intuition and connection to spirit, you may get some sudden epiphany or guidance or intuition. You may also have a beautiful healing nap, and wouldn't that be amazing? But more than likely, your unique session will be the perfect blend of all of the above. During the session, like I said, remember, just take a deep breath in and out anytime that you get distracted or want to go a little deeper. I'm going to send this Reiki for 25 minutes, and during that time, I'm going to turn the lights down. You'll notice them moving slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will go ahead and turn the music up. If you would like to check out the musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description. And everyone that's helped support the channel financially in any way, from the contribution links in the description, purchasing crystals, enrolling in classes, super chats, super stickers, all that. Thank you so much. That helps me to do cool things like upgrade our equipment and even purchase music that was created by an actual musician that we can play on stream. So thank you so much. And and all of you for being the wonderful people you are, for being here, for sharing your gratitudes, and for being so warm and welcoming to each other. Thank you. It means so much. This group is so incredibly beautiful. So let's go ahead back in, take a closer look at that beautiful grid. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. You can wiggle your fingers and toes and come back, or just go on ahead and snooze it out. Stay in bed. You can go ahead and get some Reiki as you fall asleep. There's nothing wrong with that. And at the end of that 25 minutes, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat so I can answer any questions or let you share any personal experiences you feel motivated to share. So again, thank you for being here. It is an honor and it is a blessing to share this healing with all of you. Thank you. So let's go ahead and get back into the Reiki. Ooh, that looks really pretty. Ooh, good job. That's beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Awesome. It's a beautiful and powerful grid, and it wouldn't be what it was without all of your requests. So, awesome. Oh, beautiful gratitudes. I love these. And I am grateful for my kitties. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for all of my students and getting to do what I love every day. I'm very grateful for all of my incredible friends that do so much to help and support me every day. So thank you. I'm going to get into that Reiki. Enjoy your session, and I'll see you in 25 minutes. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. And if you have any questions or anything to share, I invite you to go ahead and use the chat. And I'll be here tomorrow at 4 p.m. East Coast US time for some more Reiki. I'm so glad it was relaxing. You're welcome, Renee. It's good to see you, heart. You're welcome, Grace. Awesome. I'll see you then, Renee. You're welcome, Flower. I hope you feel better. You're welcome, Grace. Oh, that's beautiful, Patty. Thank you. I'm going to bring you all on a little field trip to see what the cats are up to. They're just both cuddled over each other. Yeah. They are out like little bean sprouts. Lots of love. They are the sweet little babies. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude for each of you. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful evening and take care. I hope to see you all again soon, and bye for now.